What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be sitting down with senior tax accountant Kristen Manfield to bring you guys real world tax advice to regular people, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. Let's jump right into it. Yeah, so just tell people what your name is and a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, my name is Kristen Manfield. I am a tax accountant. I've been doing it for 6 years. My first 4 years were at a Big Four accounting firm, and the past 2 years I downsized to a mid-sized firm. So I know a lot about partnership taxes, not so much about individual taxes, but I could give you my personal experience.
Yeah, I was curious about like what you do also like on a day-to-day basis because I know you work with like what is that in general, like partnership taxes?
Partnership taxes just means like one or more people go into a business together. So there's two or more partners. So on a day-to-day basis, I do their tax returns. It could go up to like 150 people sometimes in one partnership. So
Wow.
yeah, I produce like their statements for them.
What are the biggest like maybe tax mistakes that people make?
I personally don't have a business yet. I'd like to have a business one day, and so do you.
Yeah.
Um, so when someone does go into business, I would say like a common mistake would be if you're depositing a lot of cash into your checking account, that you want to make sure that you're reporting it on your tax return. Because otherwise, banks would get suspicious of you if you're
Mm.
depositing like more than $10,000. You want to make sure that you're also reporting it on your tax return so that you could be taxed upon it.
Some strategies that I've been doing myself, like I'm currently still in school and I was able to write off like almost, I think it was like $3,000 that I got back in my tax returns this year. And that's more than I've ever gotten back in my tax returns.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because like I'm paying out of pocket for school. I think it's called like the
Hmm.
American like Opportunity Act or something. I was able to like use chat, calculate all of the out of pocket I paid for my schooling, and I got
Nice.
all of that back this year, and I was like extremely
Sweet.
happy. Yeah, it was great, but I took that money and just threw it right into like Robinhood so I could start investing it. If you had to think about like for someone who wants to build wealth long term, like do you know like any tax strategies that would be efficient, like especially reporting wise?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wish they had that American Act when I was in college or whatever. Even if you're not employed right now, I would say to start investing in your retirement account. Um,
Mhm.
so I believe a Roth IRA has tax advantages to it. That it's either or. Don't quote me on this. But,
That's fine.
you either get taxed beforehand or taxed afterhand. I believe it's afterhand.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's
yeah, when you take the money out. Yeah.
close. I did
Yeah.
want to brush up on kind of like some of the big business stuff that you do as well. Because I know you mentioned in your notes here, like for businesses, it's important to hire a good bookkeeper. So I did want to give like one important piece of advice to some small businesses or people who are even thinking about jumping into a partnership with someone else. Like, what's something you
Mhm.
would give as a piece of advice to these small businesses who are doing their taxes?
Yeah. I would say definitely hire like a good bookkeeper. Like you don't want to be doing no shady entries, and what they call cooking the books,
Yeah.
when you don't do your books correctly. So definitely hire like a bookkeeper or an accountant. I don't know if you know what a P&L is.
It's a profit and
We
loss statement, right?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, profit and loss statement. So you put all your sales, all of your expenses, and then that's your net income that you report on
Yes.
your tax return. Yeah, accounting 101. It's really important, that stuff. You don't think it's important in school, but I do that every day. So it's good to have your P&L, your balance sheet, which is your assets and your liabilities, and then your general ledger, your GL. That's where you have all the journal entries that
Okay.
you're reporting day-to-day transactions on.
Okay.
So those three financial statements are what you need to do a partnership tax return. So you want to make sure those are all in check and good to go, and then you send it to your tax accountant and have your taxes done.
Beautiful. Yeah. I recently, and I'm actually still taking a course on CFI for like financial modeling and valuation, and a huge part of my coursework has just been like going over the balance sheet, going over the income statements, looking at the liabilities, like
Yep,
trying
yep, yep.
to calculate the revenue. It's really boring. Like it's extremely boring work, and it could be quite
Yeah.
tedious.
Yeah, it's
Um,
very repetitive and redundant, but it matters.
Yeah, it matters, and I have been implementing, like I use Claude. I know a lot of businesses don't allow like their workers to use Claude, for example, to kind of like import data into Excel sheets and then do the P&L and get like extract all the information from it. And some of the reasons
Hmm.
that they're not allowing people to use Claude or their employees is because of like privacy concerns, obviously. A lot of
Hmm.
businesses have privacy policies that don't align with Claude. Um,
Yeah.
but I've
Yep.
shifted a lot of like my effort from understanding it to now like, okay, how can we use AI ethically to cut the time in half of something that might have taken me 2 hours to just like 30 minutes, right?
Right. Yeah. At my company, they don't allow AI for Excel. They do for like an email or something like that.
Right.
But you want to keep like a company's financials like secure. You don't want to be sharing that with the world. But you do want to learn like the basics and have like an understanding of it. And the more times you look at a P&L or whatever, the quicker you get at it. So
Hmm.
yeah, a monkey could do it. If you tell AI to do a tax return for you, but you don't know like the logic behind it.
Right.
So yeah.
This is the third question that I had was like, what are some financial documents or like habits people should organize? I know this is pretty obvious for most of the viewers, but I just wanted you to tell people as well, because I've seen a lot of people struggle with this, and it's like a basic thing everyone should know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, for people who are like afraid of numbers, like numbers aren't their friend. I like numbers personally more than letters.
Yeah.
Slightly dyslexic, but yeah. So people are like afraid to read their financial statements, and then I don't blame them. That's what they hire accountants for. So
Right.
yeah, for individuals, like you need the for regular Joe Schmoes like me. The only thing you really need your W-2, which you get in like January, and people push off till the April 15th deadline day to
It's
file their
crazy.
tax return. And that's where the stress comes in.
It's
So I
crazy, yeah.
personally file my taxes returns in February as soon as I can, because then you get a refund quicker too. Like,
Exactly.
not all tax accountants are out to get you. Like, they want to help you save money. So, um,
Exactly,
who
yeah.
knows? You might get a refund, and this year we got more of a refunds with the new tax laws in place. So yeah, don't be afraid. It's good. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I've had a couple friends definitely like wait till the last minute or not even file their taxes. They were just like, you know what, screw all this. I'm just not gonna file the taxes. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, it's $200, whatever. Oh, it's 600, whatever. I'm not gonna file it. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's good to at least organize it so that you can file and understand exactly. Like TurboTax is extremely helpful. I tell everybody just go on Turbo, pay a little bit extra, and you never know, you could get a little bit extra back. Um,
yeah. I would say that's a no-no too, is not filing your taxes. You
right,
wanna
yeah, just like
you wanna
completely.
have like a repertoire with them. Some people don't have to file taxes. Like if you don't make a certain amount of money, like my grandparents are retired and don't make don't have an income, so they don't have to file a tax return. But if you're making money, you should file a tax return. Otherwise, they might come out to get you. But
Yeah, yeah. Also, like one thing I just wanted to mention because I have a lot of friends who are consistently investing in the stock market and they're consistently investing in Coinbase, like cryptocurrencies. And they
Mm-hmm.
also forget that like Robinhood sends you a tax file. I think they send it in like late
Yeah.
February too. And so does Coinbase for your crypto. They also send you, like, I got one as well. I own some crypto. It tanked last year like crazy. I didn't own that much, and I actually sold a lot of my crypto before it crashed because I had some bias that it would go down, and it did. I didn't hold, but I feel like those losses could also contribute to your tax returns at the end of the year, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, for sure. I personally don't dabble with crypto, but just
Right.
yesterday, one of my clients had crypto, and you need to report it on certain forms and whatnot, if you make a lot like them. But for us, um, yeah, you can take if you make a gain on the stock, you're supposed to report it as a capital gain on your tax return.
That's
um,
crazy.
and then but if you have a loss, it can offset your income as a deductible, I believe. So you
Okay.
should get all of your statements from all your investments if you have any investments, and report that all on your tax return as like itemized deductions.
Yeah, I think.
And then you'd owe less.
Is there anything else that you'd want to say to like people watching or anything like that?
One thing I didn't mention was that like you could be like audited if you have a small business.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did like an internship in auditing once, and you like go to the business and you look through all their books and records. So like
Okay.
that's one thing that you should keep an eye out for is like auditors come anytime. Like my dad has a small business, and he had an auditor come to our house and comb through his records.
Is it like a scheduled thing? Do they email beforehand? Do they just come like and break through your door? Like exactly how does it work?
Yeah, I don't know because I've never been audited personally, but I think
Okay.
you just get like a notice in the mail, and there's like a cycle. Like they just randomly pick um people to be audited, and unless they are suspicious you're doing something shady, maybe they'll audit you quicker. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I like to think auditors are the bad guys and tax people are the good guys.
I
So
see. I see.
I'm
I
trying to save
see.
you money.
With this channel, one of the things I strive to do is to speak to more professionals. Like I know other people who are like in sales, project management, doing more like investment banking, like analyst stuff. And a big
Hmm.
part of the channel that I wanna contribute to people learning is like talking to people who are actually in the industry, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's got a wealth of knowledge, and if you share, then then we all get a little knowledge to spread.
Yeah. If this video helped you, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot, and we'll see you guys in the next one.